So?
Hello everyone, welcome. This is now A Plague's Tale. First chapter is called Under the New Sun, and the only achievement we can find, since there's no collectibles in this level, is called Perfect Shot. All we need to do is once Hugo goes to the riverside and he'll tell you to stand behind the log, we just can't miss a single shot. But lucky enough, the game has an auto lock on. I turn mine down to very low because I hate auto lock on, but it does help you a lot though if you do have it on max.
Let them come, I'll crush them! Many tried to invade us,
but we pushed them back
because we are the House of Daroon.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
Hello. I was passing by and I heard your sling.
Oh, it can be pretty loud, yes.
I wanted to ask you, can I play with you?
Yes, but who are you?
I'm Tona. I live nearby.
All right. We're Hugo and Amicia.
Can you shoot, Tona? Of course I can. Great. I'm the king and she's my captain and we're fighting a sorcerer's army. I'll fire the cannon then.
Now let's fight.
Wow. You're good. They keep coming.
And they'll keep sinking. Our defenses are too strong for them.
Keep firing their cannons! Yes! We're kicking their asses! Their evil asses!
Hey, calm down! You're starting to speak the devil's tongue!
It's war! There's no place for manners!
Alright! Give them the coup de grace, Tona!
If you've done it correctly, you should get the achievement once the cutscene is finished and you start moving along.
So many! You're a great captain! And Tona was nice.
Welcome to Chapter 2. The first thing we're going to find is the souvenir. Once your brother interacts with the flower lady, and then after that conversation is finished, you can go left or right. The right way to go is to the right, towards a dead end. So once you get to this game, all we need to do is hit down as many of these square blocks in front of us, using only 4 pots.
You look like a winner.
If you do it correctly, you'll gain the best player souvenir.
Alright, so how do we play this?
You get 4 shots to knock down as many cups as you can. Got it?
I'm in.
Ready?
Like the fair back home, Amicia.
Easy.
Go!
Yes! You're great! That was close. Keep going. You hit a lot.
Of course I did. What did you expect?
You're our best player today.
And you didn't even use your sling.
I think we have to get going. Thank you.
Goodbye, sir.
The reason why I'm showing you this knife, because in chapter 3 there are these secret chests, and then we need to use these specific knives to unlock that specific chest. So do not use the knife on enemies, so keep them on you at all times. Just pretend the knife doesn't exist, only for the collectibles.
I think they used to live here. No wonder.
Eventually, once you go back inside, and you will find this place is full of dead people. Now once your friend interacts with the bodies, go up the steps to the right and go towards the dead end. You will find a one person or one woman that is alive.
There's one still alive.
Just interact with this woman and then wait for the dialogue to finish, and you will get the souvenir for Be at Peace.
Oh. Let's go. Can we stop it, Lucas?
And now for the arrowhead, so the Hugo's collection, there's only one for this level. So there's not much to really say about this one, because you actually run right past it and the game will indicate to you that there's something there.
Hey, what are you doing?
So before we actually head down into the main bit where we can't return, you will find the flower here.
Like before.
It suits you.
Well, thank you.
And now for the next thing, we're going to find another knife location. If for some reason you use the knife, there is another location. So if you're a good boy or girl, wherever you are playing, you can actually get another knife here. And now that would be it for chapter 2, and I'll see you guys and girls sometime in chapter 3. Hello and welcome. This is now chapter 3, and this first video clip will be irrelevant to you if you haven't used the knife. So no point watching it, but if you have mistakenly used it, but here's another location. So once you're in the butcher section, you will have to go left anyway, but go right before you leave this area to find the knife. So this area is on the way through, so just look to the right, you'll see a dead carcass, and then you can move on. So for the tools, these tools are basically for upgrading our weapons. So the first set of tools that I can find is located once you need to open the gate to go outside. Before we do that, head into the small alcove to the left to find your first set of tools. Now once we leave the gate, and then you will find a new workbench in the hut on the left. Now the workbench will be on the left and the knife will be in that area too. But before we do that, go to the house to the right and go to the right side of the fence. Shoot the lock on the gate and investigate the grave next to the door to get your souvenir.
A grave? Right next to a house?
They wanted to keep their dead close.
I can understand that. We never buried Father.
He's home. And at peace, Amicia.
You're right. Let's get back to it.
And now the knife is located very close to the workbench where you can upgrade your weapon.
Used that forge recently.
So just before you head down the ladder, there will be a knife just before that.
You should take a look right now.
And also there is a crate.
You're right.
Also it's recommended to keep a lookout for these because they give you items so you can progress in the game a bit easier. And also the knife is on the side there. Okay, I'm going to cut this down. I did record like 2 minutes worth of this footage, but this one's quite easy to find. It's on the very far left hand side, so once you get closer you should hopefully hear some commotion happening to your right and whichever way you're coming to this position. But for me, I stuck to the left and just kept going left all the way down to the bottom. This is where you'll find your second tool set. And then you'll hear this commotion here. You have an optional thing to save him or not, but I wasn't managed to save him, so he died. And then once you go to the next section, this is your next Hugo collection. So this is the part, once again, part of the main story. Go towards the tree up the path and then shoot down the next flower.
We're at the herbalist, but
Like a dum I didn't actually see the hook thing until I went to the other side of the tree.
I know that one. Chamomile.
oh, a nice plant. Very useful.
Yes. Mother used to give us some when we had stomachache. Back when that was one of the worst things that could happen to us.
Now this is the most important thing. We need a knife to open these secret chests.
Maybe with a knife?
So luckily, when you have your stuff taken away from you and you'll have to go back and get your stuff, that's right next to the secret chest.
I know.
So since we already had a knife in our possession, then we can actually get this secret chest. If you can't, then you can't get it. Then you have to replay the chapter again, and don't waste the
Plenty of
knife.
things in here. I should keep an eye out. There could
Well,
be
not the
more of
entire
these
chapter,
chests.
but you can choose a specific chapter. Is this better? Don't do it. So in the same area, before we move the catapult down, or investigate the door, I should say, if you head back up where we dropped down, with our slingshot now, we can move, or we can make a bridge, go get our next souvenir.
Wait. I know this. Lucas! They have a map of Guyenne.
Really? What's it doing here?
I don't know. Here's the ocean. The lake. Home was... It was around here, yes.
Hey, don't talk torture yourself with this right now?
Yes. It's all in the past. Still there.
Hello everyone,
Good.
welcome back. This is now chapter 4, Protector's
Good
Duty.
point.
The first Hugo collection is when you see the ship in front of you, the correct way to go is to the left to continue with the story. But if you just go off to the right side and go to the dead end, you will find this next collection.
Oh, it looks so fine. I'll take it.
And now on to the
Hugo.
Silk Treasure, so the souvenir.
I think. I'm
So
sure.
as you go through the
I'd like
base,
to offer him so much
once
more.
again,
He loves any.
it's story progression, so you need to come through this specific area anyway. Right, so when you get about here, there will be a trapdoor that is required for the story progression.
Yes.
But if you ignore that
in a
and take a right,
And it's blocking our
just
path
to
to
say, if you go down there by mistake, you cannot come back. You have to do the level again or do chapter
I heard
select,
this city
well,
used to be
area
a
select, as you
commercial
call it.
door to the Mediterranean
But
Sea.
once you go in this
Now
area
it will
here,
be
you
a
will
door
find a
for
crate that you can move into position. Then all you need to do is jump up and listen to the souvenir thing to grab it.
There's some abandoned cargo here. I think it's silk. Lucas,
We have to stop this.
Now the next knife location is located as you drop down through the trapdoor, so I couldn't do it from the last location.
we'll have to sneak
But as soon as you drop down into the next area, you'll just find it sticking on
What do
this
you think is behind it?
post here.
No, way too soon.
You believe they'll make it this?
And now the next secret chest and the tool, because the tool's inside the secret chest, is when you ignite the massive oil on the ground where the rats do arrive, you will find that there's one of these troy things again, the fire in the middle.
Let's hope Marseille is different.
Wait until the
So what you want to do
invade it.
is head off to the left, depending where you're looking, but head off in the left area
How do you think this will end?
and you'll find a ladder that you can climb containing your secret chest and
Staying
tool.
here is dying anyway.
And yes, once you come down, you need to move this into position to carry on with the story.
Please have something useful. Coming.
So in the next area, you will come to a point where there's 3 of these pits that you can eventually throw fire in because you helped Hugo to put some oil in it. Once you reach the very end,
saved
do
my
not go
skin.
through the main
That's what I
door,
did.
or sorry, don't
This
go up
stuff
the
works
steps
miracles.
Anyway,
to the main door.
Thank you.
No need for that.
Go up the ladder and go where Hugo was. This is where you'll find your next tool.
Let's see what it has.
And now for the grain of sand. Once you go up the steps and go through the door. As you progress through this very small area, you will find that there's a bridge that has been locked up. So
Our boat should
use
be
your
straight ahead,
slingshot
Don't be too
to
sure
destroy
about
the
that.
chain
Listen, Amicia.
and then go across that small
About
bridge,
Hugo.
or the drawbridge that
I
comes
was
down,
stuck between Magister
and go to
Valdor
the
and
end
your
of the
mother,
docks.
and I have no excuse. I was wrong.
It's just.
So many people must be dying right now. But it...
There's a boat waiting for us. Let's get Hugo out of here.
Very well.
In a hurry.
Alright, so this one's quite a ways in, but
Actually, we
you'll
must be
have
going
to
that
do
way.
this part anyway. But you have a choice though. You can kill the guy, or you can have mercy on him. So the achievement is called Mercy. So once we get to the very end, you'll see this guy, you'll need to throw some oil at him. This will spark up a massive bright light to stun him. Then all you do is run past him and go for the door, and you'll get the achievement for Mercy.
These people.
I'm done.
And now the last and final thing that I could find on this level, once you get to the massive pile of bodies on fire, on the left side, you will find where this toolbox is. Now all you have to do is wait now until the guy walks back, then use his torch or massive bright light, because if you're not going to kill the guys, then If you're going for silent, then this is what you need to do. Or you can just let the rats kill him, and the rats will not disturb him. Eventually we have unlodged our boat, and now we have to go inland.
So it will.
When you get to the path that goes left or right, you want to take a right.
We have to find
And
it.
follow the only way you can on the right path, and you'll
But
find
you
the
will have to
stag
pick a
raw
side.
souvenir.
My magistrar.
Oh, what the hell?
Don't panic. It's just a stag bellowing, I think.
Oh, Lord, I forgot they existed.
Mating season must have started already.
Let's go back.
After you.
This thing is locked.
And now, once you are plagued with rats once again, there's a surprise.
I light it up.
You'll get to a point where you get almost to the very, very end. You will find Lucas on the other side, and then you have to blaze your way down and climb up to the right. But before we do that, you want to grab the chest.
Let's see what's
This will
inside.
contain your one piece of tool. And then you can move up and then help Lucas. So now we need to save Lucas. All part of the story. When you have saved him, you want to knock down this
I like
ladder.
your battle cry, by the way.
Do not carry on behind, because that's where you need to go. But instead, go up the ladder and go the only way you can till you get to the very top.
Breathe.
I'm trying.
And now, once you have now reached the top,
We're safe.
you will find a barrel, and on that barrel you'll find a knife.
We're pretty high up. They're still
And
waiting
also
for
in
us.
this location there will be a souvenir to the left. But this one I almost missed.
Let's
But when
make
you
the
do
best of
eventually
it
to
for
the
now.
top,
We can
you will
try to cheer
find
Hugo up.
Lucas
You think
staring
they'll hear
out
us?
from the
Well, you
distance,
can
so
shout
look at the
pretty
boat
loudly
down
when you
below.
want
Just
to.
Depends on what's trying to kill me.
interact and
Seen
then
us.
listen to the
Let's
souvenir.
go.
Just to give you guys a heads up, I've maxed out my instruments, so I don't have to use tools now to upgrade my weapons. But I'll still be showing you it, but it won't come up for me as a tool no more. It will come up as a piece, because I don't need it no more, so I can salvage to get the pieces. Alright, so once you go over the river, on the boat, and then you have to figure out a way to destroy the chain blocking the way. Once the chain has demolished part of your building, you want to leave and go around the building to the left and then climb back up
All right.
behind
I'm
it.
on my way.
This is where you'll find the secret chest and the tool inside.
Yes, yes.
Just a reminder, it won't say the tool on my
care
screen no
about being
more.
safe.
For the
This
entire
is
game,
all
it will only
about
say
Hugo,
pieces
Mother.
found.
I know you don't trust me, but just listen to him.
The tool's still the same on the right side, or sorry, not right side, sorry, on the left side. So I can actually recycle them now for pieces. And now for the next tool is once we go on the outside of the building. To be honest, I should have done this one first before I climbed up. But if you go back to the outside building where the carriage is, not carriage, sorry, and go underneath the building. Go the only way you can, and you'll find another box containing another piece of tool. And now once you get this tool, you want to go back through the hallway you came from and then venture forth to the bridge. But very, very shortly after, you will find a knife located on your left side as you're going towards the bridge on the pile of woods or logs. And now the final collectible, or wherever it is, Hugo's collection. So to get this one's not too bad either, but it's a lot more cryptic compared to the other ones anyway. So as you get onto the bridge,
How do I cross that thing?
you will need this
Yet another mess. Calm down.
crate to
You're
get
troubled.
where you need to go.
And you know why.
But first you got to destroy the chain to
You'll
draw
figure
the
it out
bridge
later.
down.
Stay
And now
focused.
use the crate on the left side, and then jump up, go across the bridge, and then follow the mountainside until you find your next flower.
landed here. I'm sorry I'm gonna need you. Anything that can cheer him up. Let's finish this. Hey!
Hello everyone, welcome to Chapter 6, Leaving All Behind.
No, don't.
For this first collectible, the Hugo collection, this will be the J Feather. This one's very difficult to miss, so once you do the racing contest, Hugo will win, and then he will fall over and then you interact with the feather.
Look!
That's a beautiful feather.
So soft. Bird.
Oh, that reminds
And
me.
now for your first
I found
souvenir
some
of the
pretty
level,
flowers. Can I
this
do
one
something
is
for you?
very easy to
Hello.
get to.
Yes.
So once you go
Would you
into
in
the
the
camp
shade?
the first time,
You look hurt.
you'll get into the main,
yes.
main section of
Thank
this
you.
area.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And then you can go off to the left hand side. So once you see the kids running around and then the kid's father will say slow down,
Careful,
then you want to
children.
turn left and
Not
go
too fast.
behind the tents.
Hi, Goose.
You all seem to be doing all right? Yes. They're solid, these ones.
Yes, their faith is strong. Hello.
Hello.
And then go the only way you can. Sit on the swing and then you'll get the souvenir.
Here we go.
Don't hurt yourself.
I'm fine. Just close your eyes and imagine you're...
Well, thank you. It was soothing.
Can't wait to have our own. Our dark.
And now as we're leaving the camp area, you will need to go inside a
know if
very
there's another
dark
way.
area. Can't miss it because you have to go through it.
Where
Let's
are
push
they?
inside.
But as soon as you go inside,
Don't
you want to
know.
go right and
Hold my
crawl
hand tight.
under.
Did you really kill
And then use
soldiers?
Hugo to
Yes.
unlock the door.
I lost myself.
Then this will take you
didn't
back
tell me.
outside where we came
was
from,
ashamed.
but on the upper level,
stay
so that we can
focused.
grab the tool located in the chest.
Go on.
Are they the soldiers from the city?
Yes,
But they were nice.
they looked nice, but they were not, believe me.
And now for our first knife. So in this area, so this will be your second area. The first area is very similar to this area. But once you come to the second doorway, this one's hopefully should be staring you in the face, but since we've already got a knife, we can use it for some more pieces. And now once you leave the previous area, so you drop down from the hatch, then it leads you outside. Now your next knife is located in the middle section. So once you climb that white cocaine mark looking thing,
We can.
and then you'll find a box, and right next to that you'll find your knife.
Yes, then no rest.
Now let's get ahead of myself. So for the next one, for the tools, this one's located on the upper section of this area right now. So the way to get to it is go to the opposite side of this area and then climb back up, and then this will lead you straight to the top.
The Count of Ar wants this land cleaned of its scum. This girl killed your brothers. Her execution will take place here.
And where is our count, huh? His land is stricken by a plague.
He's the one giving the orders. Show some respect.
Getting paranoid now.
How much that is?
Yes.
Nothing.
I'll try.
I'll go and see. Is there something moving?
Stay away.
And now for the secret chest and the tool. So once you leave the last outside area, your character will stumble. Once you see this scene happen, don't go for the door to the left, go underneath the shelf, This will lead you towards the secret chest and your tool.
Go away. I'll protect you. We'll go to the island together.
Yes. We have to get out of here. What do we have here? I'm doing all I can. You know.
You're going to be alright. We'll be at the sea soon.
Yes, soon.
And now, eventually, you will come to this area. So when Hugo controls the rats to kill at least 4 people, you will go through the doorway where the rats are built up. Do not go for the door to the left, climb the ladder, and then this will lead you straight towards the next souvenir.
Oh, fabric. All new. Your bandage is dirty. We could change it. I think we could use those. They're clean.
All right.
It will make you feel better.
I hope.
Which one?
I don't. That one.
Don't move. Sorry. It's over.
Thank you.
I hope it helps.
Now once you're outside again, you want to stay to the right and go across the bridge.
They like it when I use them.
So now the first tool, or not the first, sorry, but the next tool is located inside that house. But to get to it, we have to go behind the house and then use our slingshot to disable or unlock the door, sorry, because it's locked currently. Then we have to go open the front door. Then we have to control the rats with Hugo, just so they're outside the building. So just kill any person with the rats so they'll stay on that person, and then go inside to grab your tool located in the chest inside the house.
Nice.
There must be something. Whoa, step back. There's a lot in there. They could be useful. Go on. Use it.
There are rats. Yes. I'll open a safe way.
Get away!
It's done. I showed them.
Yes. But be careful.
Yes.
Just don't make the same mistakes as me. That's all.
We had more like
Hello
him
everyone,
in our
welcome.
ranks.
This is now
We've
chapter
pushed
7,
back the English
Felons.
a long time
The first
ago.
knife of this level is located in the house off to your left, as you're on the beach.
Soldier!
No doubt.
Oh, I don't think so.
One day he'll be big enough to choose.
Looks quiet.
Someone lives here.
I don't think so.
I would live here. Right in front of the sea.
Now for the next Hugo collection, once we're in that same house, jump through the window on the left. Now go the only way you can and you should run directly into this
Hey,
one.
look at that. It has to be a seabird.
A seagull?
Probably. And now it's yours. Here.
I love seagulls.
Now eventually you'll get to a part where you need to push this flame cart around.
All right.
Now look very carefully on the left side as you're pushing it through the tunnel. You will find a gap when you get inside.
Bloody hell.
And then once again, this is where your tool is located, but use the flame inside to help you get to it.
It all started there.
I didn't do it on purpose.
You started this?
He can't do anything about it, all right? We're stuck with those things just like everybody else.
This is the hell we all deserve.
I wanted to stop.
We'll get to Lacuna. We'll cure you.
And now for the
Drop down.
souvenir.
Go.
As you get back onto the beach again, you have to drop down. You'll see a downed ship off to your left. Now to the right side of that ship, on the little rock side there, you can climb up and go towards it. Now interact with the button there to get the
It
souvenir.
is. We're almost there. Her hideout is on the other side of that boat.
Her?
Yes, Sophia, the sea scorpion. She's the leader.
She sounds scary.
This boat's going nowhere. It looks like one, yes.
Well, nothing's totally dead till it's completely buried.
Let it rest then. It's earned it.
Right, so basically from this souvenir or the downed ship, just carry on into the next down boat. Now as you're in the next down boat, you want to go right. I didn't go that way, I went left, I went round the long way. But if you just stay to the right, you'll be on the outside area still, but still infested with rats.
A local fish with poisonous stingers, also known as a sea scorpion. So, pretty sure she can sting too.
Yeah, so if you went left, then you'll be inside the cave coming back outside like I am. But if you just stay to the right as you're coming into the new area, you'll find a guard up here as well that you can deal with. Then you probably see the downed ship from here, so it's not that far away from that ship as well. Alright, so now the correct way did not go now. Continue with the story. Is go towards that next flame just in front of us right now. So I haven't gone far ahead. So now once we drop down going towards that next flame in that the exact same cave, before going through that very small crack in the wall, go into the shipwreck to the right to find a secret chest in your next tool. Well, since we've used the knife, so we better pick one up again, ready for the next secret chest. Whenever that may be. So once you get onto the beach again, this beach will be surrounded by guards, so you can use your friend to kill them all. So near the downed ship, you will find the knife on your way through. They're stuck on the plank of wood. And now your next tool is once you see the lonesome island in the middle surrounded by the water. So there will be guards on the left side covering the outside of this circle, but there won't be no guards here. So yeah, just go on the island, pull the boat along to get the tool.
What do we have here?
And now the first man. Once you go through the very small crack in the wall, you can't miss it, you have to come through. As soon as you go through, head left. And then climb up. Then enter the cave and interact to the pictures on the wall to get your souvenir for the first men.
Look. What is it?
Makes me want to cry, but I don't know why.
Just remember it. Come.
Yes.
This one is quite a warlock to get to, but in theory I shouldn't have showed you this, but I'm going to show you anyway. It's quite a long clip, but if you want to skip to 7 minutes 40 you can, and then I can show you the exit where you need to get to, and that's where the secret is as well. Well, sorry, the tool.
Wait. Let us see what the...
Come here! Intruders!
They're coming!
Right, so once we get here, you'll know when you near the exit door because there'll be a massive guard there, guarding it on the left side. He's humongous, he's got full of armor, and this is where the rope is that we need to do to pull the tool down. So if you find the exit door with the big guard, you know in the right place. Just a recommendation, don't do that. Don't do this. Making sure the guard is actually away from the chest, but it still worked out though in the end. But it's probably best to wait for the guard to be away from the chest so you can get the tool a lot easier. So now we're going to use the guard to our advantage now. So remember, this is the big guy where the exit door was located. Now we're free of rats. Chapter 8, A Sea of Promises. This is now the Hugo collection, the Black Kite. So as soon as you get into the main market square, just go to the far left hand side and you'll notice a tree, and under that will be your feather.
Here, some feathers. This one's done. Make.
So now for this souvenir, this one's located still in the market square area, but as we go along the top side of the market, so from here you want to go left and go head directly straight. And go underneath the archway, but not that one. Head straight. Then you go into like a back alley type area with a goat, and you can just interact with the sequence, and then you'll get the souvenir.
Nice.
You were scared, that's all. Let's go. Thank you, sir.
So now for the souvenir for the flower crown and the achievement for the perfect throw. Now just continue on as normal, go through the flowered archway and go into the very small market area here. So before going up the steps, head down the steps, and this will be like a dead end area, but in this area you'll find a game. Then to get the perfect throw, we have to hit all 4 flowers with all 4 pots without missing.
You'll win.
Then once you do that, you will gain the souvenir as well.
I'll judge you harshly if you don't.
Please, I'm trying to focus.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm so proud of you.
Oh
Keep
no.
going.
Good stuff.
Slaughter them crowns. Impressive indeed.
Astonishing work. May this be the sign of a blessing.
Thank you.
You're so good.
Those crowns didn't stand a chance.
Let's go see the rest.
On to the last thing now, the tool. So once you get Hugo to open up the door for you, and you will gain access to the crate that you can move around. Now the only way you can put this crate is where we need to go for the door anyway, so place it here. So for the tool, once we climb up, do not go round to the left side. That's where you need to go for the story. But go through the top half of the barn and you'll find this tool.
What do we have here?
Time to wander around this morning.
So welcome
Do
to
you know where
chapter
you're
9.
going yet?
Chapter 9 is a pretty long
No.
chapter.
Take your time.
But eventually
Weather's
we'll
just
get
fine.
down
People
from the
are partying.
castle, so we have like a
Even the
great
guards are quite
massive
nice.
walking
This
sequence.
is why we're not in
And
jail
eventually you will
already.
hit the dirt road. So this is like the big village area.
Oh, a bird!
But as soon as we hit the dirt road, Hugo will be attracted to the bird on the left.
Is it?
And you can't go
coming from
nowhere
your
until the
dream?
sequence finishes.
Almost. It's funny. It looks like it's...
Oh, I've done already. Let's see. So the bird.
Hugo's
And now
been
once that's
dreaming about
finished,
this
you want to
place
go down the dirt
lots
road and
since
follow it to
before
the
we
right.
came
So
here.
basically go straight
Each
from
time
here.
there. It was looking at another bird.
You're right. So what's this one?
And then follow it around and you'll see a small tree that is very old.
Yes, it smells.
And then after you listen to the dialogue, you'll get the
Wait,
1,000 more years souvenir.
Look at this beauty. They must be so old.
How old?
An old tree. Thousands of years, I'd say.
Really? It's all twisted. Is it sick?
On the contrary.
Let's go.
Yes.
Right, this is for the bracer
I'd like
armor
to see the
piece
same
and 2
birds
tools.
again.
This will help a lot.
So as you go back onto the dirt road, or the stone path, eventually to your right you will find 4 windmills. And also another bird. So basically for this thing to, for the secret area to unlock, so the first 2 windmills next to us, so the one here on the left and the one in front,
Why not?
they have to be
Let's try.
stopped spinning.
Tell me why this
So
fascination
the first 2
with
windmills, they are numbered on the top of the
giants.
doors, but I didn't really take a closer look at what numbers they were.
What's that crank?
So basically the first
probably
2
a
windmills
brake
you see in
to
front of
stop the
you
windmill.
as you come up the road or the path, you need to make sure these are stopped spinning. And the 3rd windmill, you don't touch that at all, you leave that, and then number 4, you'll need to turn that on. Once you've done that, then you'll get like a sequence with your character will say something's happening, and then you go from there. Also, I didn't speed up the video just so you can see everything that I'm doing.
Come on. Up.
All right. Oh, it worked.
Shh. Let's get away. Discreetly. Be careful how you land.
Very well.
Maybe it will start the windmill. You heard that?
Something moved.
Yes. It didn't seem close, though.
Strange.
Oh,
I've seen things like this. It's typical in Provence and its surroundings.
What is it?
Some symbolic passageway?
The question is, to where? Or what?
It looks magic.
That's old.
Feels like the place was used not so long ago.
It looks like a goblin's home.
You're the only goblin here.
Then you're a witch.
How did you know?
Look, it's a rock door. And drawings of windmills.
The windmill
Where are we
mechanism.
going?
Yep, don't worry. This is real exploration, Hugo.
Yes, I'm sure there's treasure down there.
You know what, kid? I think you're right. My hands are getting all tingly. It's a sign. Holy.
Damn.
Is it real?
It's real. As real as a smuggler's lair. A bloody good one. Hell, who built this?
It's amazing. You think they're still here?
It feels abandoned. That's the thing. The more amazing you get, the more likely you are to die.
Whoa.
The treasure!
What do we have here? What is that?
Jewelry?
A bracer?
It's antique.
Wear it!
It fits.
It's too good to leave it here. Keep it.
Yes! It's your...
Now once we have got our new armor piece and the 2 tools down in the secret area, now head back onto your path and then venture off to the right to the next barn in the distance. So go underneath, you don't have to go underneath, but go through the archway and then you want to climb on top of this barn. Now on the very top of the barn there will be a hole in the roof that you'll need to use your slingshot to destroy a chain piece. Then you've got to climb down. You don't have to do this in this order, but then there's a window on this floor that you need to destroy 2 pieces of the chain. Then you can unlock the barn door. Once you're inside, you'll get the tool. So all this work for 1 measly tool piece. To upgrade our stuff.
Well, they're like
to help us
tiny
upgrade
boat
the stuff.
sails. They take the wind and off they go.
Can you fly and catch one?
No, not even you.
I want one.
Hey, you're good. I should hire you.
I wasn't like this before.
It's fine. I wasn't born a smuggler either. You do what you must.
What do you have for us?
Now once we're going back on the road again, and eventually you get to a bridge where the guy's fishing. And also to the right you'll find the tower. This tower gate area will lead you back to your boat. But you can't go down there, the game won't let you. But in that tower itself, near the small market next to the gates, you will find your tool.
Come on. Up.
Yes.
Climb first.
Very well.
What do we have here?
And now once you leave that tower and then go over the bridge, you will disturb the fisherman and Hugo will say sorry and then hopefully doesn't catch no fish.
Sorry.
You don't really have to come through here, there is another way to get here, so you can actually avoid this area.
You're right. Free the fishes.
But basically, so this is the last tower that you will see before you go to the sanctuary.
What about that steering bird? I know. It's our main lead. We should go back to it.
And in this tower, there's going to be a secret chest, tool, souvenir, and a knife.
Yes. Let's
Just a word of warning, if you haven't got any extra pockets so you can hold knives, recommended not to recycle this knife. Do not do it or else you can't get the next secret chest. So here's a knife, don't recycle it like I just did like a dum-dum. Don't do that. But I think I edit here where you see me not do it this time. Ta-da, it's appeared. Yeah, so do not do this because I had to redo the level again.
What do you think is up there?
Maybe the
But if you do have an
nest.
extra pocket, then you can hold 2
where
or
it
more
lays its
knives. I don't know
eggs.
how many knives in total, but you can hold more than one.
You think it's Mummy?
Who knows?
Damn ladders.
Now on the way up from the tower, you'll find your secret chest and tool, and then just remember on your way out the tower, making sure you pick up the knife.
Let's see what's inside.
And also you want to go to the top of the tower to find your next souvenir as well.
We're almost at the top.
Well, let's go then.
Oh, you can see everywhere.
It was worth it. Ooh, look, now I feel like it's
Newcomers. What do you see? I see where hats. What do you want? Sausages.
You know what else I do? They screech. You ready?
Yes.
Screech and screech. Yes. Right.
Oh, they've never complained.
All right, time to head back down.
Now everybody knows we're here.
Nice screeching, by the way, you two.
Yours was pretty good too.
I know, it's my commanding voice. You need one to be heard over the sound of the sea.
Your crew must love it.
Oh, they've never complained.
Get down carefully.
Yes.
Also a reminder, pick up the knife before we leave the tower. But once again, this won't matter to you if you have the extra pockets.
Not Amicia.
So now, eventually, once the soldiers clear the way off the road, and eventually you'll get into the next area. And eventually you will run into this guy. You cannot miss this person whatsoever. You'll have to stand here and listen to all the dialogue that he gives you. And then before we leave, he actually says, can we find his goat for him? But this goat, I'd say, it's very hard to miss. Because the game actually tells you that the goat's there.
Oh, they do.
Like most of these souvenirs, like, apart from, there is an odd few that the game doesn't tell you about, but
Listen, is that the goat you talked about?
they just hand you these souvenirs, most of them anyway.
Wow.
So as we go up the path, to the left, we'll find a very small destroyed derelict building, and that will contain your friendly goat.
Hey,
So send
Only
Hugo
you
in,
can do it.
open the door,
Alright.
listen to the dialogue to get your souvenir, and then you'll find the tool chest just to the right.
That was knightly. So, here's our fugitive.
you saved her, Hugo. Want to say a proper hello? I'll go with you.
You've done the difficult part. Let's go.
Yes. Go. Your dad's waiting for you. She's not moving.
She will. She's her own master.
There wasn't any goat in your dream.
No. But maybe there will be now.
Who wouldn't want to dream of goats?
So this is the next secret
wasn't
chest
any
that
goat in
originally
your
I
dream.
couldn't actually get,
No.
so I had to redo the whole level.
Maybe there will be
So
now.
in theory now this
Who
is my
wouldn't wanna
second
dream of
playthrough of
goats?
this level. Mainly because I was a dum-dum. So as we go up the path,
Yes.
to the left, I think my OBS was lagging really bad at the time, but to the left,
Soldier.
climb up and then you'll find your secret chest, and inside once again will be a tool and some arrows.
The child must have eaten it.
We'll be especially careful. Don't worry.
Good.
Well, thank you, Arno.
That was to be expected.
Now quite a ways in, I don't really need to show you much for this one. But eventually you'll go through this door into the tower section. So do not go down, go to the very tippity top.
Yes. How do you feel, Hugo?
I feel funny, but good. I'm sure there's something inside the mountain.
I feel it too.
Well, I'm trusting you both.
So now once you're at the very top, all we need to do now is follow the path around, And before you jump down, make sure you get the barn owl feather located on the left.
We're right on time. Hugo, look at this.
Is it from the bird?
It's up to you.
I say it is.
Then it would be honored that you wear it. Keep it for when we see it.
Yes. I'll give it back then.
I would say about 15, maybe 20 minutes in, you will come to this part where you can actually control your character fully, alone, with no one else around you.
What's all this? Are we the first to come in here?
So as you go through this doorway, once again, you need to go through here. Hugo will be attracted to the tent inside the, well, a bedroom, pretty much.
You got a phoenix?
Yes. Maybe he dreamt the same dream as you.
So for this achievement, we have to interact with all the little bits around in the bedrooms, in the next room, and then the next room after that.
Pretty sure he was your age.
Yes.
So this achievement is really not that bad to do. Just make sure you search every room
Beautiful.
and everything.
Maybe he
The
was
game gives you a
famous.
clear indication of what you can click on. It's the big circle on the screen that comes up.
Look at that. They're people. Important ones, maybe?
Profits?
I have sped this up by 2 times,
I think he shot at them with this ball here.
Makes sense.
but there really isn't anything to worry about this achievement. Just make sure you don't miss anything.
Wow.
Of course, there is like chapter select and scene selection, so if you do happen to miss, you can actually easily get back to this location
I would have loved
very
to meet them.
quickly.
What of it? It's a lady's armor. Oh,
Anyway, I'll shut my mouth now and let the game play, and then I'll see you guys and girls in the next video.
His personal guard, like me for Hugo.
She looked strong.
Sword and spears.
Wow, look at the axe too.
I wonder if they were put to use.
They built this place to avoid it. The carrier draws attention.
Valuable tiny creatures.
Look, wax tablets. They're carved.
He drew her. And there, he drew himself with her. He loved her.
It looks like they spent a lot of time together. Just like us.
This is so strange.
It is. Let's keep on. This is crazy.
I feel like I know them. Like Basil could have been my friend.
I know what you mean.
Oh, look,
Huh, that bird again.
Its shape. It's the Order's symbol.
the phoenix is the order. It's just that.
Sorry, boy.
But no,
That explains why it stands above the child on their frescoes.
they thought they were better than him. They didn't care about him.
It doesn't change why we're here. Come, let's finish this first, right? I'll be damned.
What's this now?
An alchemy laboratory.
Can we go back now?
But it looks exactly like what you're searching for, no?
Yes, but
No, you're right. Look for anything that could lead to an elixir. A potion, like books, drawings, maybe raw materials.
On it.
An animal. No, whatever's been cooked in there is long gone.
This place is crazy.
This is all useless. Please, I need something. Empty. No, what the hell?
Hey, quieter. You'll find something.
Sorry. Look, what were they making in his thought? Give me something, please. This is all centuries old. What do you expect?
I think the little one needs you, Amicia.
Yeah, that. Oh, I don't even know what it's used for. Come on, give me something.
There's nothing much.
A phoenix. Look for a phoenix. Hey, something's wrong.
I'm sure they hurt him too.
Hey, I know things aren't turning out the way you expected, but
Nothing ever changes, Amicia.
Alia wouldn't let them hurt him, right?
You were done.
No, I tried to stop it, but
I know. You tried. Sorry.
Hey, come here, you two.
Sophia, where are you?
Upstairs.
How did you get there?
Look behind the curtains.
Come on, Hugo.
What is this?
No door. What have you found?
Your alchemist library. Looks like they were observing the child from here.
Like he was in a cage. What are those?
Scrolls. Probably about Basilius.
They're in Latin.
Any mention of the cure?
No, but they took other notes.
We're right above the laboratory table.
It's wrong.
Imagine these bastards standing there, looking at him.
We have to focus on what they learned.
I may have a lead.
So after all the commotion of you dropping down and falling through a hole, and eventually you'll come back up here, and then you'll find some slavers. So as soon as we get out of the grassy area, go for the first building with the archway on your right. Now head up the stairs and you'll find an archer. Next to the archer will be a barrel containing your knife that you'll need.
Kill any trespassers. Not that any will come back.
Another one.
So I'm not going to show you much of this one, main reason because we have to go right next to it. So the main objective is we need to use that anchor thing next to the archer to pull down the door. But right next to that main objective, you will find the chest containing your tool. And now once we get to the next area where we have to use our next, once again, the anchor to destroy the door. This is the second door we need to destroy. As we leave, you want to go down to the left side and then follow the path. So eventually you get to your raven. This will be a feather.
To bring me here. We were supposed to be healed.
What dreams don't give, we can take, Hugo.
It's exhausting, but it's life.
Let's try through here.
It was such a nice place.
It still can be.
I don't know.
See that, Hugo? A feather.
Leave it.
Why? It's beautiful. From a raven.
But it's a dark bird.
A cunning bird. It managed to make people believe it's evil.
So that people leave it alone.
Oh.
They're not darker than people.
You should see me when I wake up.
And now after Hugo gets very angry, and then eventually he calms down, and then you're back together again. Now go through the archway. On the left side there will be another anchor point that you can pull down a piece of wall. Do not go through the door to the left, but that's where you need to go.
What's over there?
But instead, pull down this wall and then climb that wall just in front of you, and then go around to the right and you'll find another tree, and this will be the souvenir for the ragdoll.
Lord, they used this tree to chain up slaves.
Alright, so in the next area you will find many buildings. So the building to the right, not the first one but the second one, will contain your knife with lots of blood and bodies everywhere. And then on that second floor on the outside of the building, you'll find the tool chest.
It's fine. It's just me.
Please, Hugo, don't look. How could he? Works every time. Come on, it works.
There's nothing.
Now once you eventually get into the castle, and you'll get surrounded by rats.
There are so many.
At this point, you have nowhere to go. But to the far right hand side, as you're looking straight with your character, there will be a place that we can go to find the secret chest and tool.
What the hell happened? Perhaps Sophia, do you see any way out of this? With them around, I don't. Maybe, but it's going to be no matter. Now, either it works or I'm dead. I can't believe I'm doing this. That thing is amazing. Whew. Yes, my greatest treasure. I wasn't sure the channel if that found his lines. Now come down. Yes. Thank you. Come down.
Yes. Thank you.
I gave you my word. Listen, I can cover us with it. But I'm going to just through this hell. I'll handle it. Right. I'll leave the rest of you. Just tell me which side you want to go to now, and when you want to stop. Yes. Come on, baby. Sophia, open us apart. Everyone, stay in the light. So, the chapel's on the other side of that trench, right? Right. I need a way to cross. Wait, don't go too far. It's getting too open. Wait for us, Sophia. Stay with me. You can let go. Deal.
Let's see what it has.
Open them, everyone.
And now pretty much once we gain access to the next layer of this compound, so once we use the smoke to get through, and then the rats push in with you. So the building to the left, we need to go inside. There will be many guards, or I say many guards, there'll be one guard on the bottom level, and then on the top there will be at least 2 to 3. I couldn't really find a very simple way to not kill them, so I ended up killing up 2 guards with rats. So what we need to do, we want to take out the light, use Hugo to control the rats and bring them inside to kill the guards. In most case scenario, once you stop controlling the rats, making sure you get light as quick as possible. Then the rats will go to the next destination to kill someone because they're in the darkness. So the rats do deal with stuff, people up there as well. What's kind of nice. But in that doorway, you're going to lead back outside again. You'll find a chest, and that will be your chest for the, I think that's the last one anyway, of the tools of this level. Now, quite a ways in, once Hugo and Sophia runs away to hide, we need to kill some guards. At this point in the level, this is the last bit, so go to the right, and inside that crate, or next to the crate, sorry, you will find a knife.
You're making a mistake!
Welcome to Chapter 11, the Cradle of Centuries. Now for the first thing we're going to find is the Hugo collection. So once you blow up the door that you can't gain access to, in this next room you're going to find another explosive barrel located in the far right hand side behind some planks. You can just about see it, so use your fire to blow it up. And in that corridor or in that crawl space you will find your next Hugo collection.
Unbelievable. Look.
There are birds here?
Yes. Cave birds.
Which means we're not alone here.
He's not alone either.
Exactly. Let's keep going. And maybe we'll see it. If it hasn't been too scared.
Yes.
And now for the knife. In the same area, once you blow up the next door,
Damn. Everybody
then you
alright?
need to go through it.
Guess so.
All clear. Let's go back.
Dead people.
The Order's guard, probably.
So in this corridor here, to the right side there'll be a dead end, but in one of the corners you will find a dead soldier with a knife inside his eye socket.
It looks like it collapsed.
And now once we get to the next area where you get surrounded by rats and you have to quickly turn the fire on. Once you've done that, the first thing you want to do is move this crate towards you, and then use this crate to the right to gain access to your next souvenir.
Careful. It's barely bright enough for my prism now.
It's a map of this place. You can see the tracks and braziers.
Not a map.
And everywhere.
What?
A plague. Let's go.
Now once you get to the next door, that is sealed shut by 4 locks. In this same room, in the middle on the left side, you'll find the door that is now locked, so use Hugo to get inside and then look on the bench to find his toy souvenir.
Look. Children's clothes, toys.
Brazilian.
Let's go back to that door.
And now, once you drop down and get separated from the rest of the group, you will need to make your way through these chains. Eventually you get to a part where you have to light up one of them big massive carts again on the right to proceed on. Ignore that, but go for the next set of chains to the left to find your secret chest and your toy.
He's holding on by a thread. Oh Lord, I hope I'm not wrong. What do we have? All right, let's get to work.
Now for the last and final tool, once you get to the very end of this cushion sequence with the fire, before you go up the ladder, look to the left and you'll find a tool chest.
I can attest to that.
Chapter 13, I do apologise for the lack of footage at the start, because basically once you go through the tunnels, it's very close to the start as well. You can eventually veer off to the right. Once you do that, your character will say, "Can you look after Hugo for me?" while Lucas keeps running straight. And then you'll find the tool in this area.
How do we?
The upper floor.
Now once you get into the next part, this is quite open up, so you can't really miss it.
However you can, please.
Fine, but don't go too far. Oh, Hugo. Hey, you can hear me? Oh, sorry, I can't feel right. Skin's pale. The macula's mark, though, it looks larger. Must be spread inside your mind.
Alright, so for this part, I shouldn't really show you this much, but I did. So basically, you have to do this anyway. But when you get here, you do not have to move this cart to the right. But if you do move that, you will find the souvenir. And in that door to the right of you will be the anchor, so you can pull down your next objective marker, or your next story bit, to carry on as normal.
You felt that? That tremor wrecked the oil jars.
Soldiers.
So now, once you get outside, eventually you'll get outside, and Hugo will tell all the rats to go away. Once that happens, you will find many guards in this area. I would say in the middle of the area, you will find that there's a tool chest. This area is not that big. It looks big, but it's not. It is really not that big. Yeah, the toolbox is not hard to find either. And now, once you witness during a very small cutscene of a building collapsing, this is where you'll be. Now if you want to stay to the left, and just head straight, and you should hopefully run into this knife just on the left. And now for the tool. So once we find our big massive armored guy, so this will be your second one, so I've already killed the first one. Also in this area, there will be a doorway that we need to go through to proceed on. So this is very close to where we need to go anyway. But in this same area with the armored guy, they will find another tool chest. Eventually you get to a part where you see a flowered archway. As you drop down, you do a 180 and go to the right. This is where you'll find your knife stuck into the wall, or the piece of wood, sorry. And now for the Hugo collection, this will be the Greylog Goose Gossip. Alright, so once you get to this part where you need to move this, before we go into the right hand side, push this to the left and then climb up. You will find the next collection located in front of you, just on the floor. Then also in the same area, if you want to look right, there will be a doorway that you can go through. You'll find a secret chest and your tools. And that will be it for the video. I'll see you in the next one.
Would you like to have it?
Why?
Because you like them. Here, take it.
Yes.
It will be alright.
Soon. Soon.
What do we have here?
Chapter 16 and the last video for the Plague Tale. As soon as the chapter starts, go across the bridge and then you should hopefully find this one located in a building directly in front.
Conquering.
Well, someone's dream came true.
Let's see what's inside.
And now for the final one. This is located just before you go through the door. Even Lucas actually kneels down and looks at this. He was very hard to miss.
Hey, you survived.
Carnation. It's the first flower Hugo offered me. Just before we met you, Lucas.
Oh, makes me feel old.
That flower is sure to put a smile on his face.
Yes.